laughter, memories. The smallest moments that can give life the biggest meaning. More than anything else, Disney Parks and Resorts exist to make these moments come alive. Our characters, our attractions, our ships, our resorts, our passion for storytelling, our commitment to service. All the tools we use every day are all just a way to make these moments happen and continue to happen as each of our destinations around the world conjures up new magic to share. Greet 100 million guests each year. And since we began this amazing journey, over 2 billion people have traveled along with us. In a worldwide Disney story illustrated by all the individual smiles, laughter, and memories that will live forever in their hearts.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome President Walt Disney Parks and Resorts Operations, United States and France, Meg Crofton.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Walt Disney World and welcome to our Summer to Remember. You are visiting us at a very exciting time. We have more new projects taking shape around Walt Disney Parks and Resorts than in any other time in the last 30 years. But as you just saw in our opening video, when we at Disney think about our parks and resorts, we don't just see attractions and hotels, we see people, we see our guests, and we see the memories that we help them create. That perspective is very important at Disney, because ultimately, we're not in the resort business, or the cruise business, or the attractions business. We are in the experience business. We help create memories, and our goal is to make those memories last a lifetime. Let me give you an example. Dumbo, the flying elephant. On one of our Disney websites, a guest named Karen posted this image, and here's what she wrote beneath it. My son loves elephants of all kinds, including Dumbo, of course. This ride is the brightest memory of Disney World. The photo of him happily looking back during the ride reminds me of an entire week of fun that our family had. Magic really happens there. Disney Parks provided a break from the busyness of life, a place where we just enjoyed each other and had fun together. Kids saw the playful spirits of parents. Parents were grateful to see their kids being kids. All of us were momentarily free from the frenzy of life. All that from this ride. In terms of technology, it's very nearly as simple as it gets. Riders go round and round and up and down. Yet this elementary concept is at the heart of millions of family memories. Nearly every time Dumbo starts up, at least 4 different experiences take place. For small children, there's the thrill of being able to select a ride that the entire family will enjoy. There are parents who are enjoying that first flight as co-pilots. There are other parents who are outside the ride, recording that maiden flight in photos and video. And there are guests of virtually any age who've come back to Dumbo to remember the joy they first felt themselves when they made an elephant fly. It's an experience so simple, so sublime, it might seem impossible to improve it, but we believe we have. If you're 3 years old, time spent waiting in line might seem like an eternity, so we've cut that wait in half. In Fantasyland today, we're creating a double Dumbo, 2 rides side by side. Beginning this summer, the wait will be shorter, and families will spend their pre-ride time indoors in air conditioning. And they won't wait in line. They'll enjoy a pre-ride experience designed to conjure up the golden age of the circus. We did this because while we know the memory of riding Dumbo was more than worth the wait, we also know that the entire visit to the Magic Kingdom will be elevated if the wait is replaced by an experience as well. And Dumbo is just the beginning. Every land in every Disney park is full of opportunities to make memories. But we recognize that Magic Kingdom and Fantasyland are places where a very special kind of memory is made, where children just old enough to understand the moment come in contact with princesses and heroes and meet their most beloved characters. To understand the magnitude, open up Google and type in 2 words, "Meeting Cinderella." You'll get more than 14 million hits. Blog posts, newspaper articles, guest book comments, and YouTube videos. Virtually every message, though, contains the same words. This was an extremely important moment for me or for someone I love. And because encounters such as that are so important to our guests, we are making them more accessible and more immediate by doubling the size of Fantasyland. There are 2 new castles, Prince Eric's Castle and Beast's Castle, and both contain outstanding family experiences. Prince Eric's Castle crowns Under the Sea, the Voyage of the Little Mermaid. And inside Beast's Castle, you can dine in his enchanted ballroom in Be Our Guest restaurant. And I'm pleased to announce today 2 new dates for Fantasyland. The Dumbo pre-ride experience and Casey Jr. Splash and Soak Station will open in July, and Be Our Guest restaurant in Little Mermaid, along with Bonjour Village Gifts and Bell's Cottage, will open in time for the holidays later this year. But there will still be more to come. The Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is scheduled to open in 2014. Of course, we know that treasured memories take place all around our resort. Just recently, a guest visited the Polynesian Resort with a picture of himself at age 5 next to a tiki carving at the hotel. His mission on this trip was to commemorate the moment by recreating that picture. There was only one problem: he couldn't remember where the carving was. So on his way to dinner, he showed the photo to our cast members, and they went on a sort of Polynesian scavenger hunt looking for that tiki. By the time our guest finished his dessert, our cast had found the carving, and they were able to escort him to it and recreate the picture. And now, instead of one magical Polynesian memory, he has 2. I mention that example because just over a month from now, we are opening the first phase of Disney's Art of Animation Resort. And this is a resort that families will talk about and share in pictures and memories for years and years to come. To begin with, the first phase of this resort are all family suites with 3 sleeping areas, 2 baths, a kitchenette, and room for a family of 6 to spread out. And look at this. These suites take you inside the world of Disney's animated features. Next month, we open the first phase based on Finding Nemo. Fittingly, it has one of the most extensive pool areas on our property, complete with an underwater sound system. The pool and its surrounding court are the world of that film, with everything built to scale that makes the guest the size of Nemo. Mr. Ray is 26 feet wide, and Crush is built to scale that makes him, in Crush speak, totally awesome. That theming continues inside the suites as guests go to sleep, wake up, relax, and play in the world of our films. I mentioned earlier that when we have new projects, that we have new projects taking shape all over Walt Disney Parks and Resorts. And another hub of activity is Disneyland Resort. In Anaheim, we have paid tremendous attention to detail and theming in our reimagining of Disney California Adventure. Virtually every Disney park guest is enchanted by the golden age of Hollywood. And for them, it would be pure magic to visit the Los Angeles that Walt Disney first encountered when he arrived there in the 1920s. On June 15th, our opening date for the reimagined California Adventure, our guest will do exactly that. This is Buena Vista Street, the new Main Street of that park. It leads to California Adventure's new icon, Carthay Circle Theater, a restaurant recreating the historic cinema where Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs premiered in 1937. It is a sense of arrival that is absolutely perfect for our newest experience at Disneyland Resort. And of course, the crown jewel of California Adventure, and the part that everyone is talking about, is an all-new 12-acre land based on the feature film Cars. Everyone who's had a sneak peek at Cars Land, including myself, has said the same thing. It's exactly like being in Radiator Springs and Ornament Valley. It's amazing by day, and when the sun goes down and the neon comes on, the effect is astounding. Our Imagineers have captured it perfectly, and families will come back again and again to enjoy Cars Land. This has been a quick look at what's new and what's coming up very, very soon in our domestic parks. But as you all know, all of our parks are designed to deserve much more than a very quick look. If your family has ever explored the windows on Main Street, or looked for the famous five-legged goat in Mary Blair's mural at the Contemporary Hotel, you know what I mean. So now,